Hi, welcome back to the Lounge Podcast where we keep it sassy.
And serious.
We are back with a new episode, guys.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions you would like for us to discuss on the podcast. A disclaimer, these are our own opinions. All right, let's get right into the hot topic. So this month's hot topic, it's a little spicy. You probably have heard about it.
Hot.
Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. So you guys have probably heard about it. It's about Marvin Sapp. He basically got criticized about a resurfaced video, him asking churchgoers to help him raise $40,000. Let's discuss. Okay. So basically, he's in Baltimore, Maryland. It's not his church. He's at somebody else's church, and he's doing a sermon, and then he goes to tithes and offering, and he's asking everyone for $20 a piece to raise $40,000. So also, he did say ask the ushers to close the doors. He said there's 1,000 of you tonight, and there's 1,000 people watching, and he said it's a small seed of $20. Is $20 a small seed?
I think yes.
Yes.
I think $20 is a small seed. I don't feel like that's asking for too much, but you also don't know people's financial situations.
Yes.
So $20 to one person could be $2 to you and $200 to me. Like you just never know,
right?
The financial situation. And then also for me, the math just isn't mathing. You're trying to raise $40,000, but there's only 1,000 people, and you're asking for $20.
Yeah. He also said online, but I don't think that's mathing still.
Okay, that's still only 2,000.
Yeah.
2,000 people giving $20 is not going to equal 40,000.
Maybe he's gonna match it some way. Well, that still wouldn't equal.
Well, he probably should have said that as part of his hostage speech.
Yeah, I think it's a little ridiculous that he told the ushers to close the door. Like if people want to give, they're gonna give. I don't think you should force someone to give. And I feel like in that way,
I agree because God likes a cheerful giver, and if anybody is being forced, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be too cheerful when they're giving. And not that he wouldn't receive the seed. I mean, because I don't know, I'm not God, but
right.
I just know that he likes a cheerful giver. But I do have a question for you.
Oh, snap!
It's not going to be anything terrible.
Okay.
But if you were the usher, what would be going through your mind?
I feel like honestly, if I was the usher, would I close the doors? No, because who am I to be because the thing is, I'd be thinking about them in that situation.
Yep.
And it's why would I do that to another? Because I wouldn't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, and then you become an accomplice.
Yes. What if the cops come in there and be like, who did this and who did that?
Exactly.
These ushers and that pastor. Who going to jail?
It wouldn't be me. Because if I was an usher, I would just walk out.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me what to do. I will usher the people out of the sanctuary.
We would like you as an usher then.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
Let me go ahead and get certified.
Yeah. And it's not the Lord's work for you to be doing this either. So as an usher, you don't feel obligated to do that because Marvin Sapp is asking, not the Lord. The Lord would not ask that way. Close the doors.
He would not.
You have to give $20.
Yeah, and he said it repeatedly. Close the doors, and he was so serious with it.
Oh yeah, give that $20.
It would have helped if he would have been nah, I'm just playing. But seriously, if you guys want to help the church out, whatever, just do whatever God puts on your heart. That's how you should have went about that.
That's how they usually go about it.
I mean, typically, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he sought the Lord out when he went ahead and did that.
Yeah. And like you said, usually pastors they also say hey, if you can give $20, if you could give $100, usually pastors do ask for X, Y, and Z, but they're not you have
to do it. Exactly. It's whatever you feel led to give. And I just have one last thing to say about this.
Yes.
Never would have paid it.
Oh my gosh. That is really good. That's a good one. I don't think Marvin Sapp agrees with that, but
no, he doesn't.
That's a good one.
Now we better hope that he makes it, because
and honestly, I really hope he probably matched that, because let's be honest, he probably has more money than all of the people in that church combined.
I agree.
So I hope he matched that.
I feel like $40,000 probably is pocket change for him.
Yeah.
You could have just said, look, whatever y'all pay, I'll pay the rest.
Right.
It went about it like that, but
maybe he doesn't manage his money correctly.
guess he thought they never would have made it to $40,000.
Oh my gosh. Can't believe you start singing. Well, it's not his song, but his song. Just a little remix.
You know, puns are always in order. I love a good pun.
All right. On this month's Q&A, we will be discussing food.
Yes, food is amazing. Everybody loves food.
Yeah. As long as it's cooked correctly, then we all love food.
Yeah, and the flavor profile definitely has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of flavor profiles, we're going to be first talking about how food trends rise and fall, and then which food trends are here to stay and which ones are passing fads. And for those of you that don't know what a fad is, basically it's going out. It's going out of style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I did not explain what a fad is, but
I
I'm
get
basically telling you that we're going to be talking about which ones are not going to work, not going to stay for long.
Right. Or haven't stayed for long.
Exactly. So, personally, I think social media definitely has an influence on the rise and fall of food.
Yes.
And plus, now you have all of these different food organizations out, like food critics and stuff, who do videos of, the foods that they're trying, the restaurants that they're trying. And honestly, I think that those videos hype up a lot of stuff, and some of that stuff it don't look like it's all of that.
Yeah.
They hype it up to a point where it's like it's probably not even that good.
Mm-hmm. Because honestly, have you seen that thing about the Dubai chocolate?
I have. I've been seeing a lot of those videos going down my TikTok.
Yeah. Like, I'm interested, but also I'm like, I don't know, because what does that green stuff taste
Yeah,
like?
it kind of looks like falafel with peanuts to me, and I don't like falafel.
I've
So,
never had falafel. What does
well,
that taste?
actually, falafel I lied. Falafel is not bad. It's like
Acquired taste.
it's an acquired taste, but it's like the Mediterranean version or the
Mm.
Greek version of a hush puppy to black people.
Oh, okay.
It's made with like chickpea and some
Oh,
other
I
stuff.
don't like chickpea.
Oh, yeah. See, I love hummus. So
Oh, yeah, I don't like hummus.
wait, no, I'm probably lying again. What is the falafel made of?
I don't know.
I don't know. I just know it kind of looks like that green
The
stuff.
green
It's
stuff?
green on the inside. That's all
Okay.
I know.
But I'm thinking everything in that Dubai chocolate thing is sweet. Maybe it's a salty taste.
Mhm.
I don't know. But it looks really interesting.
Okay, so I got it. A falafel is oh, I was right. It is made of chickpeas
Oh.
or fava beans, sometimes both, plus fresh
Mm.
herbs and spices. And this says that they are deep fried balls or patties.
Oh my gosh.
You don't understand.
And you like these things or we don't like these
No,
things?
I mean, I think they're okay. I'm not
Okay.
just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go get some falafel. It's not.
Yeah.
Because I don't really I don't eat hush puppies like that either. But
Mhm.
for me, that's kind of the equivalent in a different culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Another thing that is not a fad really is just really trending. I feel like since I keep saying 2020, but it probably was like longer than that.
Mhm.
But avocado, I feel like that came out of nowhere and it's like
It did.
everything. Like, and I
They
actually
do
like it.
avocado everything. I love avocado too.
Right?
On a burger,
Yes.
on a breakfast sandwich,
Mhm.
in my Chipotle bowl. Well, they don't really have avocado. They have guacamole.
Right,
So,
right. But I mean, well, yeah,
it's not the same for
yeah.
me because I don't eat everybody's guacamole because they put all that onion and extra cilantro.
Oh, you don't like
I
that
am
stuff?
very much just a go to Walmart and get their Haas avocado mix because it's just the avocado, but it's like got that guacamole texture.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
I
that.
put my own salt and lime in there.
Okay. But you don't like all the onions and stuff? No.
I
I
don't
like
eat all that.
Chipotle guac. It's so good.
I have to just really be in the mood for guacamole.
Mhm.
And this is not a dig to Chipotle, but I just feel like their guacamole
What you finna about to
turns.
say about Chipotle?
I think their guacamole turns brown too fast.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And my biggest thing is like, we're going to talk about this later, but actually, I'm not going to say it now.
Okay. Oh, yeah. We will talk about Chipotle because, I got something else to say about Chipotle too.
Yes. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, but I think another big one is definitely the avocado. I
Yes.
love a good avocado. And for those of you who don't know, if you're a female, this applies to you. And maybe you're trying to, I don't know, you just want to be healthy in your reproductive system. Avocado is actually really good for uterine health.
Ooh.
Just a little tidbit.
A little fun fact. I like
For
that.
those of you who like health kicks and things like that. So,
Look, we're
yeah,
bringing you
go ahead
knowledge.
and get that avocado toast from Dunkin'. I don't know, wherever you
I've
get your
never had it
avocado
from
toast from.
there. Have you had their avocado toast?
Yes, but I don't like everything bagel seasoning.
Oh, you
That's the only
don't?
thing. Mm-mm.
Yeah, my fiance doesn't like it either.
Yeah.
Boo.
And it's too hard. I don't like a hard seasoning. I just feel
Yeah,
like seasonings are supposed to dissolve
I agree.
into
In
food.
this
And if it's sitting on top of the food, it's more like a garnish to me then at that point.
at that point, I
Hmm.
agree. Yeah, but I feel like another thing that became a really big trend is a seafood boil. I feel like we all love seafood boils now.
I agree.
Hmm.
I remember when we did our first seafood boil. It was
Yes,
pretty fun. We
it
got to
was.
do another one of those.
It's just expensive, but I love it because I love crab legs. But this time we really should do king crab legs. I know that's going to be more expensive, but I want some thick meat to come out of there.
Okay, yep. So I love crab legs too. And personally, I really want some crab legs right now.
Trying to go to Hooters.
Maybe not Hooters because
Okay.
sometimes I feel like they be skimping on the pound,
Yeah,
but
agreed.
that's another topic for another moment, maybe
Yes.
later on in this conversation.
Yes.
But I don't know. I kind of have started making my own crab legs
Mm.
and my own little butter sauce, and it's
Yeah.
just like amazing. Like, why haven't I been doing
Doing
this?
that. Yeah.
Crab legs is definitely one of my favorite foods. I'm not
It's so
gonna lie.
good. Yeah. And then also I like the way you can like make it differently, like the different seasonings. You can make it
Oh, that's
spicy,
true.
like not spicy. Like I like it spicy though,
It's
but
versatile. It's kind of like chicken.
yes. Oh man, that's why we love chicken. And I'm sorry, just FYI, I'm sorry if you guys are getting hungry because now I'm getting hungry that we're talking about
Mm,
all this good food.
yeah,
So good.
yeah, I agree.
Yes.
So another trending thing I think is bacon. People
Ooh.
started putting bacon on everything. I mean, they had maple bacon donuts,
Hmm.
bacon flavored milkshakes, like bacon this,
Yeah.
bacon that,
Too
and
much for me. It
mm-mm.
just bacon.
I don't think bacon should be on everything.
Yeah, especially in a milkshake. Like, why do I? And
Hmm.
I know some people love bacon to that extent, but not for us. Like
No,
a
I'm good on
milkshake.
it. And honestly, I've gone through different phases with bacon. Like, I like bacon,
Hmm.
and then where I went to school, they had like a pig slaughterhouse.
Oh.
So you could like smell the pig. It just really
Oh
smelled like pork,
no.
and that kind of turned me off from pork for a very long
I
time.
could.
So
Yeah.
I didn't eat bacon or anything like that. But then, just recently I started back liking bacon. But I think I started eating bacon too much, and now I don't like it
Okay.
again.
I get it. I mean, do you prefer it in the oven made, or do you prefer it over the stove?
Personally, I like my bacon in the oven. I feel like
Yes.
the cooking texture of it is different.
Different.
And I know you like your bacon really crispy,
Yeah.
but that's where I'm gonna have to disagree with you because I
Ah,
am not eating no crispy
it could get
bacon.
crispy in the oven, but it's so
I
good
don't know. It's just something about the texture of the bacon
in
when
the
it's made
oven.
in the oven
Yeah.
that's like it's very umami. Like it's
Mhm.
just
I'm gonna
almost
make
like
you some
more
bacon.
melty in your mouth. Just don't make it crispy.
Okay.
I won't eat it crispy.
We're gonna make her eat it, okay, guys?
We are not going to make her
Yeah.
eat it.
This is true. You cannot force Lady Kai to eat anything, but we're gonna force her to eat the bacon. She won't, but we're gonna force her.
I mean, you can try.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
how far
fine.
you'll get
It's
though.
not very far.
I
Yes.
think another trending thing is boba tea.
Ooh, yes. Do you like boba or?
No.
Uh, I love boba, but I only like the like original one. I don't like the different flavors like that.
See,
And the
I
popping one, no, I don't
oh
like.
boy.
Yeah, there's popping boba.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
My thing is I'm a textured eater.
Mm,
So anything that feels like a weird texture
you're like
or like
no,
jello and stuff, I can't
definitely.
stand jello.
Oh, okay, you don't like
I
Jello.
don't like jello.
Oh yeah, you don't. I remember that
And I feel
because
like boba is like jello.
yeah,
Like it's just
100%.
weird and jiggly
And
and ugh.
chewy. So
No,
good. Just
I'm
a
okay
little.
on that. And just to imagine that it would pop, like, oh,
Yeah, no,
that's
I don't like.
insane.
Yeah, that's insane. The popping, because I think it was Dunkin'. They had popping boba. Obviously, a bunch of
I
places
think
probably
it
have it.
was Dunkin'. I remember
Yes.
they had like it was like Pop Rocks or something that they were
Hmm.
putting on it. I don't know.
Yeah, too much. They take it too
Definitely.
far. Like I feel like they're just trying to get sales. People in general are
Hmm.
just trying to get sales. So different ways of making boba. I don't want that.
And I think that's kind of like one of the what am I trying to say? One of the factors that plays into the fall or the rise
Of
of a food because
yes,
sometimes they take it too far and then
yes.
it's like, all right, now it's overkill.
Mm,
And that can kind of make
kills
it
it.
have its downfall.
Right.
But, I don't see boba tea going out of style anytime
I agree. A
soon.
lot
Yeah.
of people like it.
You know what I just thought about? Macaroons. That was
Macaroons.
another thing that became really popular.
Macaroons.
You know those little cookie things? They come in like different colors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't had that in forever.
I don't like those.
I don't like those.
I don't.
I feel like I do like them, but I haven't had them forever.
I think
Mm.
it's just weird. But Navy Pier has them.
Oh, okay.
If you just want to
Go and get
go
some.
and get you one.
I'll do that just to go and get that.
Yep. I don't know. Is there anything else you can think of? Oh,
No.
flavored chips. Like food
Ooh,
flavored chips. You know how they're coming out with like late night taco or hamburger
no.
flavored chips, especially like Doritos
Oh,
and Lay's.
yes. Yes. I get it though. They want to come out with new fun things. I get that.
Yeah, but some of those flavors are like you could have kept
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
They
You
just want
really
to
could have
try
kept that.
new. Because honestly, the thing is, some people like those things. Like I feel like it was, I forget what brand it was, but it was like pizza flavor. It
Mm.
was good though. I was like, is
I
it
feel
the
like pizza
crust?
flavored chips are good.
Okay.
Do
I
you
think
have
it's
a
like Chex
favorite
Mix.
flavor of chip? I mean, it doesn't have to be food based, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
either way it's good. It's going to be food based.
Right.
Cheese,
Because,
dill pickle. You know.
you know, Popeyes just came out with like
Yes,
pickled thing.
they did. I know. I'm aware.
Yeah. I'm aware. Oh, speaking of Popeyes,
Mhm.
another food trend they had was like the chicken
Oh
sandwich.
yes, people were dying over that
Yeah,
sandwich. Oh,
literally.
that was crazy. Yeah.
I think that was during 2020. That was a good chicken sandwich. Did you like the chicken sandwich?
I enjoy the chicken sandwich
Spicy
actually.
or the original?
Well, I don't eat spicy, so
Oh yeah.
original.
Both are really really good.
Hmm.
Was it to die for? No.
I don't think so. Absolutely not. I mean, I
No.
don't think any food is worth dying over. That's
Well,
just insane.
I don't know. There's some good food out there. No, I'm just-
Yeah, but I'm not dying for no food.
yeah, especially a chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
Well,
a chicken sandwich, like that's like bottom of the totem pole.
like honestly, I know it was made by Popeyes, but someone can make that better. Like it's good, but like
I
I've had
agree.
better chicken
But
sandwiches.
then it started like every company rebranding their chicken sandwich if they had one,
Yes.
or getting a chicken sandwich if they didn't
Didn't
have
have
one.
one. Yeah. Everyone like mooched off of Popeyes. So that
Hmm.
trend, I feel like it's like leveled now. Not everyone's
I
talking about the
agree.
chicken sandwich, but I know people 100% still will go to Popeyes and get the chicken sandwich because
Yeah,
it's good.
I
Like,
did
no one.
last week
Oh,
twice
nice.
actually in one
See,
week.
it's good. Like, I think I had it like a year ago or whatever, but
Mhm.
every now and then I'm like, yeah, I want to get that chicken sandwich. Like,
Yeah,
it brings back memories.
it
Like,
does.
mm, so good. They
I
got
agree.
that.
The chicken sandwich is good, but I don't know. They didn't know what they're doing with that pickle lemonade. I just feel like
You've had it?
no, I
Oh,
would not
oh,
drink that.
oh.
Pickle and lemonade don't go together for me at all.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not really a big pickle person,
Hmm.
so I don't know. Why did they do that?
I don't know. It's kind of weird to me if you ask me. And they
I
have the
agree.
fried pickles. I could kind of see the fried
Yes,
pickles.
yes.
I don't mind a good fried pickle every now and then, but then they had to make like a pickle sauce for
Yeah,
like the
it's
chicken
pickle
wings and
everything.
stuff.
It's like, who loves
Yeah,
pickle? Well, I
it's
feel like,
it's pickle overboard if you ask me.
yeah, but maybe they know about a lot of pickle lovers,
Maybe.
and they love those things, but not for
I
us.
feel like there are a lot of pickle lovers out in the world, and I don't think that they're talked about enough.
Yeah. Mhm.
Maybe we should dedicate a podcast to pickle lovers.
No, we don't like pickles, so we can't do that.
I don't mind pickles.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
I
not
mean, I don't like pickles. I mean,
like you
that's not
don't
what I'm trying
love
to say.
pickles,
I don't love pickles, but
but
every now and then, like if I make a turkey sandwich, I'm not gonna put pickles on it, but
yeah,
I am gonna take some of that juice and put it on mine because I like the
the
flavor of the
flavor.
juice,
Okay.
but I don't necessarily want the texture and the crunch of the pickle, if that
Okay.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense. I
But I
like
want the
that.
flavor.
You're very a textured person for sure.
Yes, and I'm very particular about the way that my food is prepared as well,
Yes,
as you
yes,
can
you
see.
are. Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, they definitely went pickle overboard. I mean, they could have stopped at the sauce
Yeah. And why
and
the
the
drink?
fried
Like,
pickles. I don't think they needed the lemonade.
yeah. Let us know down below if you guys tried the new Popeyes pickled anything that they have.
Yeah, is it good? Is it bad?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Or if you would try it, if you love pickles.
Oh, one last food that I thought of: candied foods.
Candied
You know
foods.
how they're
Oh,
taking like the fruit roll-ups or making a candy mix
Oh,
and they're putting it like on the pickles or they're putting
yes.
like the Takis
Yes.
powder
I
and
feel like
stuff on
kids are
different
doing that.
foods and
But yeah, I've seen that. I've
yeah.
never tried it.
But I don't mind candied grapes. Chocolate covered strawberries.
Mm, I like those.
Hmm.
Yeah. But the whole pickle, like again, I'm not in love with pickles like that. So
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
And that's a
definitely
lot.
doing the pickle thing with that. Wrapping it up in a fruit roll-up is just
With
insane to me.
Takis and like that's like
It's definitely a
overload.
TikTok trend for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
It is. And that
Yep.
just sounds like a lot. Like, yeah, I've seen it happen before. But okay, our next question for our Q&A is food quality, prices versus taste.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay, so let's go back to Chipotle. So I feel like 2015, I probably earlier than 2015, but I remember because I was in high school
Mhm,
and me and my brother always went to Chipotle and it was like $7 and something change. And
mhm.
it was amazing. It was just a chicken bowl, but it was amazing. Food was great,
Yeah.
fresh, all this other stuff. And now, fast forward to 2025, OMG, 10 years later, it's like $13, $14 for a chicken bowl.
But honestly, no, it's not. It's like I mean, it depends if you get guacamole. But
Yeah.
otherwise, it's only probably like $10, $12 maybe,
Okay.
depending on what you get. But I can say that since we are talking about prices versus quality, I don't think that that price increase in 10 years is that bad,
Yeah.
considering some of the places and how drastically their restaurant menu item prices have changed,
Yeah.
over the years, especially after going through COVID and all of
Right.
that stuff. Like their prices haven't really changed much.
Yeah, but I feel like with that company, they can make it money. So why price change? That's my problem.
I feel like with every
Nothing.
company,
Yes, with every company, certain companies like
certain, yeah, I was
yes,
gonna say,
because
well,
Chipotle,
certain
I'm
companies.
pretty sure it's $1 billion company. There's
Hmm.
no reason they need to raise their prices. Like I could go to Chipotle every day. So
We
it's
know.
like Chipotle is my life. Like it's so good. Honestly, I'm thinking about going after today,
Hmm.
but I have to convince my fiance. But we'll see. But sorry, yeah. So also I wanted to say, but with the price change, I feel like the food quality is hasn't changed. Like
Hmm.
my biggest thing is like with the different Chipotles, some Chipotles make it better than other Chipotles. And I feel like
I
that's not
agree.
fair to the consumer. Like I'm
Hmm.
not gonna get the best Chipotle at this price here. I have to go over here and there. So that's my problem too.
But I feel like that's with a lot of restaurants. Like it all depends on, who's over there
Yeah.
cooking the food, how much they care about the food, or I
Yeah.
don't know, but it's just different because even with McDonald's, like some
Mm,
McDonald's are better than other
this
McDonald's,
is true.
But the Chipotle thing is for sure. Like the Chipotle by my house, I'm good on it. But the Chipotle by my job, oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It would be better over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
But oh,
yeah.
go ahead. No.
No, 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 go, go.
I was gonna say that, but as far as like price versus food quality, we know that it's not any new news that the price of food is going up, but the quality is going down.
Yeah.
And that makes me think of like when I was younger and me and my cousins, we would walk to like the candy store. Hey, mom, dad, can I get $1? I could get a lot of stuff with that dollar. But now it's like, because I remember like chips used to be four for $1. Now you can barely get 2 bags of chips for $1. And most of the bag is air.
Yes.
Like you're essentially paying for air and crumbs.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean, it's ridiculous.
it'd be okay to pay for air when you're paying a quarter for the chip, but now we're paying a whole 50 cents, 75 cents for
Yeah.
that and air. Like that's crazy.
Hmm.
Like I was saying, like the quality of it is not changing. It's just well, with the chips, it's staying the same, and then we're having to pay more for it.
Well, I don't know because there was that whole discrepancy with the hot crunchy curls. Now, I wasn't a big hot
Yes.
crunchy curl eater, so I didn't know that there was a difference, but
Yes.
people who faithfully ate that food, like they
Yeah.
noticed there was a difference. And now that they've brought them back, they're saying like, "Oh, it's better now," and
No.
I don't know.
It's 100% different. I I didn't eat it a lot, but I could definitely taste the difference between the two. And I used to love hot country curls, but I didn't eat it all the time. But
Hmm.
it's definitely a difference. And the new one, I'm not saying it's disgusting, but it's like 100% different to me. Like
Gotcha.
it's just not it. And I don't even get the new one because of it. Like it's not
Hmm.
the same. I don't want that. Uh,
Sometimes when it comes to food quality, I think one of the problems is that companies buy out other companies And then
Yeah.
when they buy out that other company, they like change some of the stuff in the recipes or
Yeah.
the products that are being used, and that changes the quality of the food.
Yeah.
Now, like this was something that was working, and now you've bought it, and it's not really
It's
working
not.
anymore. Like I would think that if you're gonna buy something, you're going to enhance it.
Right.
Not make it worse.
I feel like in a way they probably think they made it better because I'm pretty sure it was like the whole like red 40 in it or whatever.
No, I think they feel like they made it better when it came to those accounts, and they ended the account in the black instead of the red at the end of the year. That's the only
Yes.
thing they made better.
Yeah, this is true. They just want to make the money.
But yeah, that whole red dye thing and all that stuff, that really became a thing. And it makes me think of Daddy Daycare
Ooh, yeah.
when the little, I think the little girl or the
Yes, it
little
was a little
boy,
girl.
yeah, and she's like, and yellow dye number 2 when she was going over her allergy list.
Yes. I haven't
That's
watched
kind
that
of
in
funny.
forever.
I feel like kids are allergic to everything now.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Thank God I'm not, well, yeah, I'm not allergic to anything food-wise.
Me either.
Thank God. Because we love to eat.
Yeah, I know. I love to eat. And I feel like I would be disappointed if I was allergic to something I really liked eating.
Yeah, especially like the whole like peanuts and eggs, like those type of things are like in everything.
Yeah.
And that would really, really suck.
I'm not going to say the name of this restaurant, but there is a particular restaurant that comes to mind when I think about the quality of their food and how they're just not as good as they used to be. Now, I'm not going to say any names, but I will say that they have Cheddar Bay biscuits and endless shrimp sometimes.
So good.
But
They do have new management.
They do have new management, but I don't know. New
It is
management
different.
shouldn't mean new food.
Yeah,
quality.
new recipes, new way.
I mean, if it's not going to be that great, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, a lot of stuff was just better back in the day when we were growing up.
I agree.
And I know there's probably like some millennials listening to this or generation what's
X?
I don't know.
X?
Gen X? Gen X is under us, right? No, that's Gen Z.
Right.
So Gen Xers who are like, these girls don't know nothing. Everything.
Are you talking about the people that are older than us?
Yeah.
I think those are no, I don't know them. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know their names.
Yeah,
but I do know millennials. I know that one.
And I know the boomers.
The boomers, yeah.
I think those are our parents or above them. I think it's above our parents, right?
We'll
do our research.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But, however, they're probably like, well, that's nothing compared to how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking to my mom, and there was some place that she said, I don't remember, it started with a P. Basados or, I don't know. I don't want to butcher the name. But she said that it was a restaurant that was around back in the day, and, it was really good. But I guess either they're not around anymore or the food isn't as good anymore. I'm not sure. I can't really remember at this moment. But, since we're on the topic, what are some places that need to make a comeback that you think?
Ooh. Okay, I haven't seen many Pizza Huts anymore. I think Pizza Hut needs to make a return. I really like pizza. I love a good pizza. And they're getting rid of a bunch of home run inns in Chicago.
Yeah, I heard. But I think it's because they took it overboard. They started opening up way too many home run inns.
Yeah, I agree. It was too many. But I don't know. I like home run in, but I also haven't been out to like eat pizza. I feel like many people don't go out and eat pizza anymore. Mm-hmm. We want to try new things like seafood boils. And
exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I think that eating pizza now is just kind of more seen as, oh, this is just something quick that I'm going to put in the oven at home.
Agreed.
Or I'm just going to order a pizza, to the house or something. But you're right. A lot of people don't go out to eat pizza anymore. Yeah. And I think that that's something that we should start back doing.
I agree. Like,
even though I don't really like pizza, but it's so I don't mind pizza.
What's your favorite place to get pizza when you do eat pizza?
I don't have one. But my husband's favorite place is Giordano's.
Ooh, Giordano's is a good. Does he like deep dish or is he like a?
He's definitely a deep dish guy.
Yeah, I think all guys are deep dish.
I don't know. For me, sometimes it's too much cheese. It'd be hard to swallow. I don't like that.
Too much cheese, too much sauce. It's just too much of everything.
It's a lot going on.
Yes, I agree. That's why I don't like deep dish like that.
Yeah, and if I do have deep dish, I'm not gonna eat much of it. I probably have one slice.
Same. It's too much.
About it. It is.
That's why I don't know why they like it so much. I'm like, it's not a normal pizza, man.
No, it's not.
We don't want that.
Yeah, but I think Old Country Buffet, and the reason I say that is because I have some really fun memories of Old Country Buffet. Like my grandparents used to take me there, and that was always a treat.
Yeah,
I loved going to Old Country Buffet. And so that was always fun. But also the food was just, I mean, who doesn't love a good buffet?
Exactly. You
It's
get everything.
especially for people that are indecisive like me. You get a little bit of everything. You don't have
Literally.
to
And you
decide.
get dessert.
Yes,
Ugh,
you
love
do get
dessert.
dessert
Yeah.
if you have room for
Yeah. And then the other thing, well, for me, I used to be able to like take it home,
it.
like the ice cream cone or like whatever. You could like take it home. So if you
Yeah,
don't feel like eating it right there, you can take it home,
you
whatever.
take it
Hmm.
home. Yeah.
The
I
best.
think maybe not specifically any restaurants, but I've never had a McRib. So
Mm.
I feel like the McRib should make a comeback.
At
I mean, I
McDonald's.
feel like they do it seasonally, but every time I always miss it. So
Uh, I don't. I think no, I don't want to lie, but hopefully they bring it back.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But
I've
I've
never had
heard
the
that
McRib.
it's not as good as it used to be.
Oh, of course.
So
That's with anything.
yeah.
Of course.
Also, McDonald's bring back the old fries and keep them.
What? I feel like the fries are the same.
Mm, it depends. I
Yeah,
feel like sometimes they're the same,
they are
sometimes
hit
they're
and
the old
miss.
ones,
They are
and they
hit and
have
miss.
to be hot when you eat them.
Yes. Well, I hate cold fries in general. Well,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, hate is a strong word. Dislike
Yeah, it
cold
is a very
fries
strong word.
and cold pizza. I can't eat cold pizza.
Yeah. Hmm. What do you have some favorite places to dine? I know you like Chipotle, but you can't really dine. That's not really
Chipotle.
dining.
Oh, Crab du Jour. It's another crab
I
seafood
haven't been
place.
there yet, but I plan on going.
Please go and go during their happy hour.
Okay.
Yes, it's so good, half off. And then like they have different things like you could get a bag for this amount on like a Tuesday or
Mm.
something like that. So I definitely recommend going during the week because on Saturday and Sunday they be really crowded. So
Yeah, that makes sense. I probably have to do that. I think for me, you already know Hooters is
yeah.
one of my
Hooters.
tops for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Because I like the crab legs,
yeah,
and the chicken is just top tier for me.
yeah. I like the different sauces they have there.
Yeah, I'm a plain Jane when it comes to the sauce.
Mm.
Mild.
But mine's good too.
Mild is good. It's
Mm.
not hot. It's not spicy. It doesn't have too much going
Yeah.
on
Oh, I like
as
their
far as
ranch too.
flavor. Oh, the ranch is definitely good. But I feel like Wingstop still got them on the ranch.
Yeah. I just okay with Wingstop ranch, I can eat it with anything, but with Hooters ranch, I can't
You
eat it
can't.
with
You
everything.
cannot. You
Okay, I thought
cannot.
I was the only person.
Yeah, and also Hooters wings don't taste good with Wingstop ranch.
No, no,
It's
no.
like Hooters. You can only eat Hooters wings with Hooters
Well,
ranch.
like all
That's
their stuff
it.
has to go together type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They did it on purpose, maybe. But
Probably so.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hooters
because
sounds
I
good.
would just buy their large ranch from Wingstop.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean, it's like that Frank's Red Hot Sauce.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like I put that beep on everything.
It is really good. Have you had their tenders? Wingstop's tenders?
Yes, I
Okay.
like the lemon pepper
Yeah.
on those tenders.
Yeah.
If I go to Wingstop, I have to have all flats. Well, anywhere I
Yeah.
go and I get wings, it has to be
I
all
prefer flats.
flats.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
like dipping my drum in the ranch. I feel
Mm-mm.
like it'd
I
be
don't like drums. Too for me personally, it's too complicated to eat because then it's like that top part of the
eat
drum
it.
is like it could be deceiving sometimes, like
Yeah.
misleading because you think, oh yeah, this is a lot of meat, and then it's just like gristle
Yeah.
or bone.
I
And I don't
agree.
like that.
I agree.
With the flap, I guess they call it a flap. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a flat. That's usually what I call it.
Yeah.
But that there's no. It
Hit
is
or
what it
miss about
is.
it. It's meat
You
all
get
around.
what you get. It's
Yeah.
meat.
Yeah.
There's no misconception there.
I agree. I
Yeah.
know, but I also like dipping the drum in there. It'd be easy to dunk. With the ranch, I mean, with the flat, I feel like it'd be, I don't know, you gotta twist it around and stuff like that. So,
See, not the way I do it. I have my food down to a science when I'm eating wings. There's none of
you're
that extra
hilarious.
twisting around and all of that
None
stuff.
of that.
And I think we have time to just discuss this last thing just a little bit. Is
Yes.
there a food that you would like to highlight that has some type of cultural or historical significance?
Yes, I will just say one because I love it.
Hmm.
I love dressing.
Okay.
Some
Oh,
others
yes.
say stuffing, but I call it a dressing.
It is dressing.
That stuff, oh my God, like it's so good. Like,
Yeah.
yes,
I love dressing. Dressing is honestly one of my favorite foods that I look forward to on the holidays.
yes,
Like, forget the turkey,
like top
forget all the
two.
other stuff.
Yes,
Like,
forget all of it.
I
Like, maybe
need,
number one. Like, I need
for
that.
me, it is number one.
Okay, I
I'm
was
here
gonna
for
say
the
that too.
dressing.
Yeah,
Like, sometimes I will call my mom, like, hey, mom, kind of need a dressing.
yeah. Come on, hook it up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love dressing. I think for me, well, I think I was going to say pork. I feel like that's kind of a historical icon for the both of us because we're
Yeah.
black.
Right.
Um, because it holds significance, like like the ribs or pig ears.
Yeah.
I recently learned what pig jolts are.
Oh,
It's like the jaw of.
they
I
just
didn't know people eat the jaws of pig. I mean, people eat all kind of parts
think,
of the pig,
yeah,
to say the least.
yes,
Chitlins
especially
is a
black
big
people.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Pig feet, pig ears,
I've had pig feet
ham.
before.
Mm.
Yeah,
I won't say I have had it. I haven't had it because I don't know. Because when your granny or
young,
somebody
yeah,
is making greens, you don't know what kind of meat they putting in there.
true, true.
So you just know it got a smoky flavor and it tastes good. But personally, I'm not gonna go and pick up pig feet and cook it or
Same,
order
same.
it. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that. But pork in general is a staple in the black community because it goes back to the slavery days
Yeah.
where massa, they would just kind of leave black people the scraps. Like that was
Right.
the stuff that they didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
And, we kind of took that and we turned it into
What
this
we have
mountain
today.
of flavor or,
Yeah.
all type of different stuff with that. And that's how we fed our families. So
Yeah.
that's going to be my little historical tidbit of the day.
Yeah.
Yep. But also soul food because that has great significance for me personally. My
Mm-hmm.
grandma after church, we would always go to grandma's house,
Mm-hmm.
and she cooked soul food, and it
Yeah.
was it was good to the soul. So
It was
hey,
good to the soul. Yeah, honestly, when I think about like how my mom literally every single Sunday,
hmm
we went to church and she came home and cooked dinner. I'm not, yeah, cooked Sunday dinner.
hmm
Either she put it on before she left or like she did it when she came back.
yeah,
That's crazy how they did all that.
I know
What? And then had to take care of kids.
exactly.
Where?
Kind of makes us look lazy.
Where's the time? Where is the time? Because even now, me myself, I'm
hmm
like cooking dinner. When I go to church, come back home and cook dinner. Then I got to get my clothes ready for the day. I know we're going off topic. I'm just saying, where are the hours in the day of
I
where
agree.
our parents did
And
this?
I won't say I'm a slow cooker,
Yeah.
but I
You take
take
your
my
time.
time when
Yeah.
I'm cooking
Yeah.
because I like for it to be right. And
Right.
like I said earlier, I'm very particular when
About,
it comes to my foods,
right.
the way that it's prepared, all of that stuff. So I kind of take my time. So a lot of times, if I make a meal under 30 minutes, my husband's like, dinner's done. And I'm like, yeah, it
Yeah.
don't take all day sometimes. I
Yeah.
mean, some things are a quick cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like those days when it's not all day.
I agree. But if I'm going to cook like a very extensive meal,
Yeah, it's
I
gonna take some
definitely make
time.
sure that I either prep it the day before, like prep as much as I can for the meal the day before I'm going to cook it,
Yeah.
or I make sure that I'm preparing it on a day where I have absolutely nothing to do and I can get up and get it started earlier.
Yeah. You learn as you go. So
I
that's
agree. But all of our shout out to the moms and all of the
good.
grandmas from back in the day
Yes.
because y'all are super women for real.
Yeah. I love y'all.
And I think that that's a victory for y'all. So,
Woo!
and speaking of victories, let's go ahead and talk about our little victories.
Yes. So my little victory is that I have been consistent with fasting and being intentional on what I eat.
Mm, that's
And
good.
this is like 90% of the time. And we love that.
Mm, I think
Yay.
that's great. My little victory is I've been drinking more water. Personally, water is just it hasn't. I mean, I drink water. I don't want to say I don't drink water, but drinking water is just like I prefer apple juice.
Yes.
So now I'm in a space where I'm like, no, I'm just gonna drink the water.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that have really helped me drink more water is when you have a good cup. You have
Yeah.
a. I love cups, and so for Valentine's Day, I got the Circle cup that's like
Oh, with the
the
flavor in the middle, right?
yeah, well, I had the bottle before,
Okay.
but now I have the one that's like an actual.
Like
I can't
Stanley
think of.
cup
It's
or
like a tumbler. I
oh,
can't think of the
yes.
actual name, but it's got like the handle, and it looks
Okay.
like a cup. It's not a bottle,
Okay, okay.
and
Oh.
that has helped me drink water because most of the time I'm too lazy to turn the dial to the flavor, so I just end
Oh.
up drinking just water.
Oh.
Yeah, but
That's
water's
funny.
good. Get your water when you guys. There's like a influencer that says that,
Get
and
your
that's
water.
always stuck with me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I can't think of their name, but they always say, "Get your water in, you guys."
Now I'm gonna think about that when I'm drinking my water.
Yeah, water's good for you. We need it. One day I'll be great enough to drink 8 cups of water in a day.
Oh my gosh, I would be peeing everywhere.
Yeah, we know because you are the bathroom queen.
Yes.
So, we're going to go ahead and transition and leave you guys with our moment of encouragement as we always do at the end of each podcast. And this month, In light of my favorite holiday coming up, some of you may know it as Easter Sunday, but I call it Resurrection Sunday. I think that it's only right that this month's moment of encouragement should highlight our faith while also still being uplifting to anybody who is going through anything. So, on this coming Sunday, April 20th, we celebrate the incredible truth that Jesus conquered sin and death, giving us the gift of eternal life. This day reminds us that no matter the struggles or challenges we face, there is always the promise of new beginnings and the triumph of life over death. As we reflect on the resurrection, let it fill your heart with hope and joy. Remember that no matter what challenges you face, God's power is greater than any obstacle. Love and light always conquers darkness. Just as the stone was rolled away from the tomb, let us roll away the burdens we carry and rejoice in the new life we have in Christ. May you be renewed in spirit and encouraged in your faith, knowing that He is alive, and because He lives, we too can face tomorrow with confidence and peace. Keep finishing, I'm sorry, not keep finishing, keep shining His light and sharing His love, for He is risen. And maybe you're not a believer or a follower of Christ, and we're not trying to push our beliefs on anyone, but we do hope that this message finds you well. And no matter who you are or where you are, know that Jesus loves you. Thank you for tuning in to this month's podcast of The Lounge, Sassy and
Serious.
all right. We'll talk to you guys soon. And don't forget that you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube at The Lounge Podcast, Sassy and Serious.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.